Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Drifter of Darkness. I'm Cole Havoc. This is going to be another Film Friday. This week I'm going to be doing a review on a movie from CatchMe KillMe Productions. This one was called Monkey Farm. CatchMe KillMe Productions actually reached out to me on Instagram after I had posted a flyer looking for movie reviews and stuff. They were like, hey, you want to review a couple of movies for us? And they sent me Monkey Farm, as well as the movie that I will be reviewing for next week called Fireside Tales. I started with Monkey Farm because they were actually fixing to release the film on DVD and everything at the time, and while I actually missed the release because I was still getting everything set up, you can actually, if you want to check this movie out for yourself, the movie is actually on Amazon Prime if you have Prime Video, so do be sure and go check it out. I will say, when I was going into this to watch it, I wasn't too enthusiastic because I am not a big fan of found footage films. It's just not my particular taste in movies, and the very first one that I saw was actually the Blair Witch Project, the original one, and I gotta say, I was actually kind of bored watching that movie. Not that it was a terrible movie, it's just it was slow for me, and the best part was, the very end, of course. Spoiler alert. So when I started watching this one, I was kind of, hesitant because a lot of times found footage films are created because people want to do a movie on an indie budget and they don't want to actually put a lot of effort into it. So you wind up with this movie that has like 90% nothing happening throughout the entire film. And then you get a whole whopping 3 seconds of something happened, but I didn't get to see it on camera. This movie, even though there's a lot of build-up, I didn't feel bored with it. I wasn't sitting there counting the minutes till it was over. Personally, I felt that this was a better film in a way than the Blair Witch Project. I also want to point out that I actually did find it to be somewhat believable to a degree because the acting in the film, as well as just the overall concepts and everything going on, the acting was pretty good. It was believable in the fact that this is probably how most people are going to do these kind of videos if they're doing a real one, like for YouTube, kind of like this channel or anything else. I don't agree with a lot of the choices that the characters in the film made. I think I would have done things a lot differently. When you're in a horror movie, you make bad decisions, just like that commercial says. It's funny that this movie with the whole monkey farm thing, I had actually just read something about the monkey farm and I had kind of just passed it over, and then they sent me the movie link to watch, and I was like, interesting, because I just, I had just seen something about it, and I don't know if I saw it because somebody had, seen that they were making the movie and posted something. I don't know. It was kind of a weird coincidence all there at the same time. As far as scares and gore and that sort of thing, not too scary, not to me. It has its moments that are creepy, and just, I think, the general feeling of being alone in an abandoned warehouse or an abandoned military type base in itself is kind of creepy. So it's got that, and I don't really remember a whole lot of gore going on. May have been more than I'm remembering right at the very moment, but I don't remember it being a complete gore fest, and a lot of that has to do with most of the action in the movie is towards the end. And so for your first part of the movie, you're kind of watching these people go on a documentary trip, and they're trying to figure out about what's actually going down at this place. So again, it's not horrifyingly scary, it's more of a disturbing feeling if you've ever been to an abandoned place before, and I have, and it's interesting to say the least. The movie itself has generally a lack of music or atmosphere for the film itself, but I think in this movie's case, it kind of adds to the fact that this is supposed to be a homemade, found footage kind of film. Because if you had editing with all of the sounds and everything in there, I think it would take away from it, and it would make it seem more like this was a production. This was not something that was a found footage film. It was like a Hollywood type production. So in this case, I will let the music slide because it would take away from it otherwise. Film quality wise, I'm gonna say it was pretty good for a found footage film, because in reality, in a situation like this, you are probably going to be using a couple of GoPros, some inexpensive cameras, maybe one or two more expensive ones depending on the situation. I would say that CatchMe KillMe Productions did actually a pretty good job at delivering a found footage film that is not something that I've really seen before. It was interesting, it held my attention, and I liked it better than most of the found footage films that I have seen. There's only been maybe one other one that I thought was actually pretty good, but overall I think they did a really good job on this movie. When it comes down to it, if you watched my last review video last Friday, you would know that I try to base my reviews on would I watch the film again, or how many times would I watch the film, that sort of thing. I would watch this one again. In fact, I think I may show it to someone, and since I've got Amazon Prime and it's on there right now, I'll go ahead and probably watch it again, even just for my sake. If I see it this time where I'm not actually sitting there trying to analyze the movie, I should just watch it for watching the movie. If I were to see this DVD, I would probably pick it up and add it to my collection, because I actually I liked this film. I'm still gonna say that I'm biased in general against these kinds of films, just because I've seen so many bad ones that it's kind of destroyed the whole appeal of the found footage films for me. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, if I see, when I'm looking for a movie to watch, if I see that it says, "Ooh, this is a found footage film," I'm like, nah, no thanks. But yeah, this one was pretty good, and it kind of actually has made me more interested, since this is, according to CatchMe KillMe Productions, based on a true story. I am actually prompted to kind of start looking into this. I'm gonna start looking up Monkey Farm and see what's going on with that. Movies on Amazon. It's a pretty good movie. If you don't like found footage films, I'm not saying that this is going to change your 100% view and make you love found footage films. However, I think you probably will enjoy this one because it's a little bit different. I'm gonna put a link to the film on Amazon in the description below. Again, always appreciate it if you guys could subscribe to my channel, maybe hit the little bell down below, as well as the thumbs up button. And if you have any questions, be sure to drop your questions in the comments. I will respond to them either direct through another comment, or I will do a brand new video later on and answer everybody's questions all at one time. Thanks again for watching. I'm Cole Havoc. This has been Drifter of Darkness Film Fridays.